everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Jets coming in at 5-0, going up against the Bucs. Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got teams who went in opposite directions last week.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Doing there is he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 46. To throw is Beathard. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
Here's Beathard to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
Here we go. Ohio.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Let's go.
To throw is Beathard. It's caught by Mike Evans. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
Now Beathard finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll throw here. Beathard. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4-down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And an update from up in Foxborough. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Beathard. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to throw Beathard. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Here's Beathard to throw. Evans has it left side. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Watch it now, boy. Here we go. Green, 39. Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Darren Lee with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
First down, it's Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A'Shawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama, a big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he was going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. A'Shawn Robinson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. 38.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 1:59 to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for New York. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pretty move. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And an update from up in Foxborough. It's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Back to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5.
Check four. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll run it here. Broken tackle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Working with a second and goal now from the 3. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And the Jets set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
Now back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They run the counter now on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Beathard. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go now. Back it, here we go.
Here's Beathard to throw. for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a handoff as they run left side. Room to run inside the 40. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards remaining now on second down. It's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Casey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's into the clear. Escapes the defender. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 48 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Beathard. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. And an update from up in Foxborough. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
They'll throw here. Beathard. The left side completion to Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. There he goes left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. Back to throw Beathard. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Beathard. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Beathard. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Here's Beathard to throw. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the pistol, it's Gurley. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Let's go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go!
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go! 38!
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Come on, let's go!
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brian Anger now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas, and the Cowboys have wound up winning that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they